Welcome back to Tech by Pike. Today we're talking about the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra tablet. This is a 14-inch tablet, and I'm really excited about getting this in here and reviewing it. This is going to be a look and feel review and kind of comparison with my 12.9 M1 iPad Pro that I got last year. So that's where this video is going to go. We'll do some benchmarking in another video and really take a closer look at performance. But right now we're going to talk about look and feel. I do want to talk quickly about the specs on this particular tablet. It has the 14.6 OLED 120 Hertz screen with 1848 by 2960 pixels. It has a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, 240 ppi density, and 350 nits of brightness. That's max brightness. Corning Gorilla Glass 5. I will say that the M1 iPad that I have I can get up to about 600 nits of brightness, so there is a difference there. It comes with Android 12, the chipset is a SnapDragon 8, and then it has 12 gigabytes of RAM, 250 gigs of storage, and that is expandable. We'll check out how that is expandable. Comes with the Fast S Pen. It's Bluetooth with a 2.8 millisecond latency and then Wi-Fi 6E. It has a non-removable battery. They claim that it's fast charging if you use a 45 watt power brick, and then 100% in 82 minutes. Check that out as well. It has 4 speakers, and then the camera, we'll check that out. It has DeX, which I've not really played with all that much. It could turn the experience from a tablet to a laptop or a Chromebook and experience. And then also there is a fingerprint scanner for fast access to this tablet. So that's a mouthful. It's a lot to digest, and we're really looking forward to checking out. So we'll unbox it, and then we'll go over the chassis of it and the whole tablet. And like I said, specs will come later in another video. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox this. I will tell you that I didn't get the Samsung book cover keyboard just because it was a $350 upcharge. So later on I will get something that's from another like third party, and that'll be before we do the benchmarking and go through the whole performance of the Galaxy Tab. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up real quick. And right here you can see packaging contains Galaxy Tab, S Pen, data link cable, quick start guide, and terms and conditions. Spin this around real quick. Put this up. Ooh. Like the presentation. Wow, that is really big. Tablet. Okay, I'll set that off to the side. I'll get all the propaganda here. Okay. And then we got our pen. Okay, that is really cool that it comes with it. I had to pay extra for my Apple Pencil right here. So, and it wasn't cheap either. So I'm really glad that it came with the tablet and I didn't have to pay extra for it. Okay, let's go ahead and get the box out of the way here. Let's go ahead and open up the paperwork here. Oh, this looks like maybe it might be the cable, actually. Yep, look at that. Pretty durable looking. You know, the one thing that I'm a little disappointed in is that it doesn't come with the power brick. It just comes with the cable. So I find that very bizarre. Apple, one point for Apple for including the power brick and not just the cable. Anyway, it looks very long though, so that's great. go ahead and move this out of the way. This must be the propaganda. Oh, okay. So we got ourselves one of those little pens there that you can open up, probably an SD slot on this guy. It's for a mini SSD for more storage. I'm guessing that's how it can be upgraded to 1 terabyte. Quick start guide and terms and conditions. Alright. Looks like we have side key, volume, charging port, camera. That's where the S Pen goes. On the back has another camera, micro SD card, sold separately. So there is a slot. And it looks like there is a scan code. Not sure what that's about. Maybe more information. But you can connect your device to the Wi-Fi. And I also understand that you could probably use this as a second screen, but we'll worry about that when we have a book cover or a keyboard for this. We'll check that out. All right. Set this off, and we're going to open up this guy. Just open it through the slides. Ah, here we go. So that's really nice little material there. Keep it nice and safe. Oh. Wow, check that out. That is a big tablet. You know, the one thing that kind of I see right away is, and this is funny too, kind of ironic, that they have the little notch here where the 2 cameras go. If I remember right, Samsung slammed Apple for having the notch on their laptops, so their new ones. So that is really interesting. And I am guessing that pen goes right there, maybe right there. You can see the cameras here. Oh, it looks like it also has a magnet strip on the top there, but I wonder if that's charging or if the charge is on this strip right there. Okay, let's power it up. Before we boot it up here, I want to see how easy it is to install a mini SSD card inside this tablet. So let's take a look here. I did find this where it goes, and we're just gonna use the little pin here. There we go. Just push down with it lightly. It just goes like that. Hopefully that is the case. Go ahead and we'll put that in like that. Goes in pretty easily. Okay, let's go ahead and boot this up. Okay, I'm going to set these two, stack them on top of each other. So the Samsung Galaxy 8 is fantastic for content consumption, like Netflix or movies, TV shows, whatever it is. It has this humongous 14-inch gorgeous display. I will say that the brights of the brights, kind of, I lean towards the iPad, but this particular tablet, the Samsung, is not that far off. I mean, really, that's awesome. So anyway, there you go. Okay, we'll talk about the cameras real quick. It has a dual camera in the back, 13 megapixel, a 2.0 26 millimeter wide, and then it has a 6 millimeter ultra wide. And then it also has video capabilities of 4K at 30 FPS and 60 FPS, and then 1080p at 30 FPS. If we go to the front-facing camera, which is in the notch here, that also, and it's called selfie camera, that's what they call it, 12 megapixel, 26 millimeter wide, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. And then it also features HDR and then 4K video recording at 30 and 60 FPS, and then 1080p at 30 FPS. Okay, here is the video camera front facing, and I am on 30 frames per second in full HD, and I have auto framing on, which is the equivalent of Apple's center stage that they implemented last year on the iPads. And so if I move a little bit off to the side, it should follow me, but there is definitely a little bit of lag. Not quite as on point as center stage on the Apple iPad Pro 12.9 that I have. But it's good color. I like that. And you can see me clearly. I don't see any kind of saturation. So that's good. Okay. I could see where holding this tablet with your two hands instead of having it in some kind of a stand or a keyboard slash stand, this would get tired holding this all the time. So even after like 5-6 minutes, my hands start to get kind of tired. Or laying it flat is another option, but I think having some kind of a stand is more optimal. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over kind of the different controls of the tablet. You have your power button, your volume rocker here. You have your SD card slot, your mini SD card slot, and then you have your two speakers here. You can see that, and then two speakers on this side as well. You have your USB-C charging, and then underneath here you have a couple mics and a connector here as well. There we go. I will tell you, I think they made a brilliant move here by putting the camera and the notch in landscape on the top here. I got to tell you, I can't foresee myself, and I don't, whoops, see, I sit there and activate stuff when I have it in my hands. I cannot see using this tablet this way, just this way, and it drives me crazy that my iPad here is, the cameras are right here and not right here. So anyway, just something to think about.
Here's what I found on the web.
And like I said, my fingers keep activating everything on this. So anyway, let's check out the speakers. That is the speakers on full blast. I really like that. Boy, that gets really loud. Good sound too. I can feel the bass. You can actually feel the vibration through the tablet here. That is really, really nice. Okay, we're going to check out writing, drawing with the Samsung Stylus here that came with the tablet. And so we're going to just try a pencil here. Did you hear it? Makes kind of a... Boy, there's a little more friction too, and it makes that sound like you're actually drawing. Let's erase this. Okay, let's try with an inkwell pen. Oops. The way I write, I'm left-handed. I keep hitting this this button right here, and it engages certain features. But I gotta tell you, this feels a lot better writing with this stylus than it does with my Apple Pencil on my iPad. There just seems to be a little more friction. I don't know, and hearing it too actually gives it a little more, I don't know, feel to it actually. So there you go. I really like this a lot. Let's try one more. We're going to try the felt pen. So depending on what you're actually using, whether it's a pencil, a felt pen, an inkwell pen, or whatever, the eraser, it makes a different sound. Just depending on what you're using. And it sounds like you're erasing on a piece of paper. That is really cool. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. There's a lot to like about this particular tablet. A couple things, because it's 14 inches, a little over, I really like the screen real estate. Unfortunately, every time that I accidentally touch the screen down around the bezels, because they are so thin, I end up activating something. I'm pretty sure that'll change once I get a case or the keyboard for it, but for right now, it's made creating this video a little bit more difficult just because I keep touching stuff on the tablet and activating things. So anyway, that's my own fault. A couple other things that I really like is the camera placement. It's in the landscape configuration of this tablet and not off to the left-hand side like it is on my iPad. So when I'm actually in a conference call, it looks like that I'm looking at the participants and not necessarily off to the side if my camera was on the left. So there's that as well. Another thing that I really like is the fact that the placement of the pencil is actually on the back here, and I know once I get a keyboard it'll cover that and secure the pencil to the actual tablet, but on my iPad there's nothing like that. It sits on top, and I gotta be honest with you, I lose that thing consistently. I have to go looking for it. It's in my bag, it's on the floor, so it's a real pain. And sometimes when it's not there, trying to find it gets to be a little bit of a hassle. Anyway, that all aside, I really like the fact that when you're using the pencil on the tablet, when you're drawing and whatnot, that it actually sounds like you're drawing on paper. I think that's fantastic. And because it has that soft rubber tip on the actual pencil or pen, you get a little bit more resistance, so it feels almost like you're writing or drawing on paper. Not exactly, but it does give you a little more of a paper feel experience. So there's that if that's something that you like. Other than that, I can't really say anything bad about it yet. We're going to look at the actual performance of this tablet. We've looked at the specs. I think there's more to go over, but we're going to post a video about all of that here in a week or two, and so look forward to that. Let's talk about price. So this tablet came in at around $1,200, close to it, with the tablet and the pencil included, without the keyboard or any kind of a folio of some sort. So if we add the actual keyboard, Samsung's keyboard, that adds another $350, comes out to about $1,500 without tax. My iPad Pro with the pencil that I had to pay for separately and the keyboard I had to pay for separately came out to about $1,800. So there's some savings there, but it might be savings versus performance. I'm not really sure. So like I said, we'll check out the performance here in our next video. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more tech videos from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Helps the channel, gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. Not only that, gives us an opportunity to get better as we go along, and for that, we appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.